Hey gamers, this is Kamran and I'm excited to show you the latest update to keep track of my games. This one's been in the oven for over a year, almost 2 years, the Caldera Update. Named after the mining town in Morrowind, where there's a bit of an unusual character you can talk to. Hello there, little buddy. It's named Caldera after the headline feature in the update, completion tracking. But really, this entire update focused on revamping both the playthrough and completion tracking. So, here's what's new. Playthrough tracking has been in early access for over a year, and I'm happy to share that it's finally available to everybody, and it's gotten a lot of upgrades. This is one of the features I think you all are going to love. When you select a game, click Track Progress, and it brings up this new UI to either create a new playthrough or log a completion. When you create a playthrough, you can now pick whether or not it's a game you've already started. If it's a continuation, then you can input the initial time or progress you've already tracked. You can always go back and edit this later. Playthrough tracking now supports time tracking in multiple formats. Some games start with hours, and then as you go on, they give you the playtime back in days. Or you can just track hours, or if you're a masochist, just minutes. These progress trackers are also another big new feature. Most games have multiple things to do, so now you can track all that progress, and you can be as granular as you want. Maybe you only want to track the story or overall progress, or nothing at all. But maybe you have collectibles for achievement hunting you want to track. Once you create a playthrough, you can track everything in a journal, and you can start logging updates. This top section makes it easy to bring up the app, increase the playtime, and log a new play session with updated progress. Progress trackers carry over to each play session, and you can adjust the session duration anytime. Once you create a session, you can also fill in other metadata like the game mode, the platform, the difficulty. This can all be adjusted on a per session basis, so when you switch platforms, like going from PC to Xbox or even Xbox Cloud, that can all be tracked over time. If you want to keep notes as you go, you can also add progress notes to the session. As you log progress updates, they will show up in your playthrough journal, and you'll start to get more stats that you can explore. Plus, it's just easier to see what you've been up to. Sessions show up in timeline order, backdated to when you began the play session. And by the way, this is completely private. None of it is shared, but when you complete progress, a milestone shows up, which you can share with your friends or your followers as just a simple image. If you finish the storyline or main quest and want to log a completion, you can also add that to a session. You have the option to continue playing or archive the playthrough. When you archive a playthrough, you can still update it, it just won't count towards your active stats and it will be de-emphasized in the UI. You can also update the completion details if you need to, and view the linked playthrough. Of course, you can also share that completion too. Completions can be linked to a playthrough, or they can just be standalone, like when you want to log completions for games you've already completed in the past. If you log a completion, you can also choose whether you want to create a new playthrough. Like, for example, maybe you recently completed the main story a few days ago, but now you've decided to go for all the achievements to get 100%. One of the things I believe is that every game is a journey. You might start one and realize it's not really for you, or you maybe grow to love it so much that you replay it a bunch of times. Or maybe after you beat the story, you decide you just want to continue trying for 100%. Or maybe it's an MMO and you've been playing for years. Or you're a speedrunner and you just want to log your timings. Well, that's how I've tried to design these new features. Whatever kind of gamer you are, however you prefer to play, I don't want keep track of my games to get in your way. Not all games are one and done. Sometimes you might want to replay a game on a different difficulty, start a new playthrough on New Game Plus. No problem. Keep Track of My Games supports multiple playthroughs. The next time you track progress, you'll have the option to add a new playthrough. This lets you keep data and timings separate and focused. I use this all the time to separate my kids' playthroughs from my own playthroughs. Of course, that's not all. There are other features like playtime stats, progress stats, and more, but I'll let you explore those on your own. Playthrough and completion tracking are the big headliners, but the Caldera update also shipped over 40 bug fixes and 18 quality of life updates over the past year. These ranged from fixing sign-in problems, to import problems, to weirdness with tags and filtering, to smoother dragging and dropping in Firefox, all sorts of stuff. One of the bigger, more experimental features, though, that was shipped to early access users was bulk import. I love this feature. It lets you upload a spreadsheet or import from Google Sheets or Microsoft 365, and then it can bulk import all your games in one fell swoop. It's super cool, but there's still some issues to iron out with it, so it might not be generally available for a little while. I want to look back since the Polygiad update in November 2023. It didn't really go exactly as planned. You might recall I was going to name this update the Saran update because it was going to be focused on search, the house of searchly delights. Morrowind fans rejoice. But after realizing what it would take to really ship playthrough tracking, I decided to re-architect it from the ground up to better support completions, session logging, and multiple playthroughs, and that took a while. But even without a huge number of major updates, you keep using it, and Keep Track My Games keeps growing. In 2025, it crossed over $1,000 in revenue, which I'm really happy about. I feel like this is just the beginning though, because there's a lot left to do. Looking forward in 2026, the Saran update, yes, the actual one, will be the major focus as far as new features go, and it's going to encompass a lot of the search and discovery experience in the app. Second, some core infrastructure needs to be sorely upgraded, especially the billing and membership system. Pricing will be clear, you'll be able to set up recurring subscriptions, and it'll support more payment methods, PayPal, Amazon, Apple Pay, all of that. Basically, paying for the app and accessing premium features will be way more streamlined. Listen, I know I'm a quiet developer, but I also see and listen to your feedback anywhere you send it, every time you send it, whether it's through a checkpoint, the idea board, a reply to my email, or in Discord. Everything I do for you. You keep telling me what you want, and I keep trying to do it. You want more integrations, more collector features, deal tracking, and mobile apps. Yep, I hear you. The best way to make all of that happen is to pay for the app. I'm not a startup with millions in funding, so the only shareholders I have are all of you. This is an app for gamers by a lifelong gamer, and it's supported by members like you. I also keep the app ad-free because I value your privacy, I never sell your data, and because it keeps the experience nice and smooth. My goal with Keep Track My Games is to keep all the core features free and available to everyone, and then offer more premium automation, workflows, or integrations for power users. As a patron, you get a few benefits. You get access to more powerful library automation features in Keep Track My Games, like automatic background syncing of your external libraries. With the new playthrough tracking, you bet I'm going to try to integrate that with your external accounts like Steam, Xbox, and PSN. Automatic session detection and playtime syncing will definitely be a premium feature. In the future, I hope to add deal tracking and even collection valuation. But the best perk probably is that you get early access to all these new features. Playthrough tracking has been available to patrons since July 2023, nearly 3 years ago, bulk importing since August 2024, and completion tracking was released a few months ago. These major updates only come once a year. If you're a patron, you don't have to wait. You can get access to beta features as soon as they're available. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tired of apps that hope that I forget to cancel their subscriptions. That's why Keep Track My Games is the only app where you can name your own price, and you decide how long you want to pay. Some generous patrons have paid over $100 for the app, but most people pay between $5 and $15 each month. It's really flexible. As a patron, you also get access to a VIP Discord server where you get to provide direct feedback, and you get to access my Stream of Consciousness devlog. Finally, I want to thank all these fine folks in the Hall of Patrons. You all are amazing. Did you know that there are almost 100 of you? I mean, I could not do this without you, and I'm so thankful. Become a patron today and join them in the next update.